We have just left the studio and you guys saw us unveiling this Spofec Spectre. As a matter of fact, it almost makes me a little bit nostalgic, to the extent that I'd like to go through my top 3 favorite Spofec cars that we've made at Novitec. Third place goes to the Spofec Cullinan Overdose with the version 2 kit on it. The kit just makes the car. It's more angular, a bit more aggressive, and the really cool thing is that if you have the first kit and you would like to get parts from the second kit and install them on your car, they're interchangeable. Second place goes to the Spofec Phantom Series 2. That car blew my brains because it's just so enormous. It's gigantic. And then first place inevitably has to go to the Spofec Rolls Royce Wraith Overdose Black Badge. And now we're driving in a completely new chapter from Rolls Royce. In order to see exactly what it is that we've done to this, let's try and find a fitting spot to pull over, and that looks like just the spot. I think this is a very befitting location for us to do a talk on an electric car. Green millis and some green energy over there. What exactly did we at Spofec do to this Rolls Royce Spectre? Let's have a look. The first thing you see about a Rolls Royce is this massive nose, the complete vertical lights. They wanted it to sort of simulate the grille a little bit, which also is, if my research is correct, the largest grille ever fitted on a Rolls Royce. This grille is very special because it's illuminated at the back, but we have done quite a couple of little accents of Tiffany on this car, including painting the inside of the grille the color Tiffany. So with the illumination, you have a little bit of a Tiffany shine over there as well, just like you can see over here in the badge. The entire front lip is out of carbon fiber, and we've got these very cool inserts of carbon fiber over there with the LED strip that obviously simulates the top LED strip over there built into the headlight. Emily's had a little recap, 830 hours of work, which now makes her lean a little bit more forward. She is also illuminated, really cool party trick at night. When you press the button, she pops out. Looks stunning. Moving around to the side of the car, fantastic SP3s, first time revealed in the Phantom Series 2. Over here in gloss black, this centerpiece that doesn't turn with the rest of the wheel, just stays like that, the double R. Also again with the Tiffany accent. 24-inch, sitting nicely in this wheel arch over here because the car rides a bit lower, not on a lowering module like in some of the other ones, but on a lowering kit. Moving along to the side, again, some accents of Tiffany. We just really feel that it's kind of a coming thing that people that buy these Rolls Royces and spec the interior a certain color love to put some of that color accents on the exterior of the car. So here we've got the black badge look-alike badges. The side skirts, we've had a particular direction that we're working with this, going from the silver bling to a more shiny black bling and carbon fiber. So the silver part has been replaced with carbon fiber. I think it looks fantastic. You know the love of carbon fiber on a dark car. You got to find it and then you appreciate it. The lining over here being in black, absolutely gorgeous. And when we look at the rear of the car, you've got a beautiful little rear spoiler over there, just a little lip. Not too much, not too little. And at the back, at the bottom, with the diffuser, it has 4 carbon fiber fins. Just look at how gorgeous those look. Now, I have to say something before we just get in and drive off again about what we did with this. You see, we have a feeling at Spofec that we know our clientele and what they'd like us to do with the petrol variants of the Rolls Royces. But this being the all-electric Spectre, we're not 100% sure yet exactly how the clientele of the electric versions would like their car specs. So we've done a couple of fine-tunings, not gone overboard with it, because we personally believe that when the manufacturer have done such a fantastic job at it, why should we pretend that we know how to do it even better? Well done, Rolls-Royce. Now let's go for the rest of that drive. So, what is it like driving an all-electric Rolls-Royce? I think it'll be a great compliment for Rolls-Royce to say that, well, it's pretty much exactly the same as driving any of the other Rolls-Royces, because that is exactly what they anticipated achieving. They wanted the electric surge, the electric power plant, all of that to be exactly the same and have the same pedal character as that of their big V12 engines. And it does. There's no electric car, ludicrous modes, let's, impress people and do party tricks. It is really about the finesse and the class. Sitting in here, big, massive steering wheel. It's a behemoth of a car. It's just so large, and it has such a presence. The thing is, what one has to understand is just how incredibly quiet this car is. The quality that it has, the finesse, the ride finesse, the fact that you gliding on utter and sheer luxury, and it's just so quiet in here. Rolls-Royce has this thing that they do when people ask them for numbers. How much horsepower does it have? They say enough. How fast does it go? Enough. 0 to 60? Enough. Rolls-Royce have done statistics and customer user case and all that, and they know exactly what their clients need, and they will not give them a car that cannot at least do what the clients need. Range is not the issue, and I'm not going to let myself out now and tell you how far, but I have been driving to and fro today shooting, and we have, I think, about 90% battery. We had 95% battery, and right now at 90% roughly, it says I have 330 kilometers range to go. How accurate that is, who knows? Who cares? You're driving an electric Rolls. One of the main things that they want to ring true in a Rolls-Royce is the magic carpet ride. We know that Rolls-Royce, thank God, is not bothered by having a little bit more around the hips. This car is huge. How do you want to make it light? They don't care about making it light. They care about making quality and comfort and luxury and giving all of that to their clients. They didn't mind throwing another couple of kilograms of dampening material in here to make it even more quiet and peaceful. I swear to you, this is the quietest car I've ever driven. Just listen to this. The ride is superb. The magic carpet ride, I don't know how much does it weigh. Enough. Nobody cares. It's what it is at the end of the day, and the fact that that works. Even with the SP3s on here, 24-inch tires. Even though it's got the lowering kit and rides roughly 25 millimeters lower, and we're driving what they'd say in England, B roads. I mean, there's hardly space for two cars on here. How about the brakes? Obviously more than adequate for this kind of car. But that's not really what I want to get to. Look at this. I'm just taking my foot off the gas. Wow. Yes, of course, it's regen, but it's how drastic the regen is. You can almost one pedal drive this car. It's really, really cool. But I can switch it off over here, which will allow the car to just coast. It'll literally just carry on gliding. Let's jump towards the inside, because this is really where you're going to be cocooned, where things are quiet and peaceful and, you know, you can enjoy yourself. It's also why I use this wide angle lens. You need to see everything that is in here. It's such a pleasant place to be. All Rolls Royce, you got your metal bits in here, that as well. But I have managed to touch the buttons for the air condition and I realized they're not chrome. It's a bit disappointing. It seems like there's some chrome plastic in there. Nevertheless, the rest of it's phenomenal. You've got a fantastic instrument cluster here in front. There's a brand new infotainment system that is called Spirit. And then you've got an app with which you can work this car, and it's called Whisper. It all fits. The interior, lush, gorgeous, laced with Tiffany leather of the top of the charts. Just a stunning place to be inside. The cluster of lights that you have up here in your shiny headliner, you now not just have over here on the Spectre backdrop, but also you also have that in your doors now. How cool is that? And the story continues over here. This is just how pedantic Rolls-Royce is, and I adore them for that. You've got this massive center console here. Actually, this is the tunnel where if you had your 14,500 litre 20 turbo V12 up front driving the rear wheels, there'd be a drive shaft. In an electric car, you don't necessarily need that. But they've kept this tunnel. They simply said Rolls-Royce owners are probably accustomed to that. All in all, I just have to tell you, this Rolls-Royce has got the X factor for me. I promise to you, you have not driven something this elegant. The noise, the sound. I've driven multiple electric cars, multiple. And I'm very grateful that I can try all these cars. But this, the sound that it makes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this riveting electric drive in the stunning Spectre. It was good fun having you out with us. If you haven't yet and you feel like subscribing to us, then just hit that little notification bell. That way you're going to be reminded every time we upload a new video. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a bit less, but we've got so much on the channel that if you want to see supercars, just go and check out the videos that we've made. I'm also going to do a POV run with this Spectre right after our film set on the Autobahn and see how good that is going to go. If you want to follow us on TikTok or Instagram, Novitec at Novitec Group, be at Beyond the Cock. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, hasta la vista. I think there's a common misconception that the Spectre is actually the successor to the Wraith, but that is not quite the case. As you can see, alone from the dimensions of these cars, which one is bigger?